What's up YouTube, it's Dean Charles Anthony II, back again with another YouTube video, and today we're going to be talking about 5 reasons. 5 reasons that you should definitely still be shooting free photography. I know, crazy, right? But we're going to include one reason why you should definitely not be. But we're going to go ahead and get started. If you haven't, go ahead and like and subscribe, and we're going to go ahead and hit it with number 1. Number 1, you're still learning. Now, if you're just now starting photography, if you're trying to learn a new skill, trying to understand just in general, you should be doing free photography. If you want to get really serious about your photography business or just being a photographer in general, you want to make sure that you shoot as much as you can at the very beginning. It's whether it's shooting family, your pets, just being outside, looking for some birds, whatever it is, make sure that you're just actively shooting. And so one of the ways that we can get a lot of experience is just by shooting free shoots for family, friends. I know when I was in college, I did a lot of free shoots for a lot of my friends in college, and that's how I kind of answered those questions that you only learn from experience. You want that blurry background? How you gonna get that blurry background? You want to understand what this button means? Well, there's one way to find out. Go and use your camera. And so, you know, we got things like YouTube, but putting your hand on your camera and going out and shoot, finding someone to be in front of your camera is one of the best ways you can improve your photography and just an easy way to build up your portfolio. So you should definitely be shooting free photography if you just started. So number 2, you're working on a new product or package, right? And so this is actually what inspired this whole video. Right now, I'm doing a lot of free/reduced photography, and that's because I'm moving my business to work on more for marketing and video, which video has been a very small aspect of my whole photography career. So because I wanted to offer these new packages, I started reaching out to some brands that I really believed in, some brands that I enjoyed myself, and said, hey, I want to offer you some photography, some video. Here's a reduced package. Here's some free work if I really believed in the brand. And now I'm compiling those photos and videos in order to better launch my next move in my own company. So sometimes we want to do those free or reduced works because you're figuring out, you know, how you want to market yourself or how you want to improve your own business. If you're getting into weddings and you never shot a wedding before, it's okay to shoot the $500 wedding, because if you shoot the $500 wedding, you at least know some of the answers for the $2,000 or $3,000 wedding. And so that's just a way that you want to think about it. Sometimes we give a cheaper service, even though we may even be more qualified than that cheaper service, just to give a quality product to that next level. So just keep that in mind if you're thinking about moving your photography into a different genre or into a different way. You might want to just do some reduced packages in order to make sure that you're ready for the bigger work. Number 3, you need more content. Now, we all understand as creators that in order to really get paid for our work, we got to be able to advertise our work. And sometimes we can have a slow spell or a slow time where business is just not moving as consistently. Now, I know for me personally, I'm just gonna be honest with you, I've been blessed. I haven't had to double down on any type of social media in order to get bookings or whatnot, just because of the network that I'm in. But if you want to make sure that like those dry times aren't as hard, you want to include some, you know, pretty easy like shoots that you can either give out or shoots that like you can style the way that you want. Sometimes the best way to improve your own business is to just go figure out how to offer it yourself. If you're trying to get into headshots, go find some people that need headshots, some people that look dope for corporate headshots. Have them make sure they're dressed up well, make sure they got makeup or whatnot, and then shoot some headshots. Now you got some headshots to be posting on a regular basis. Or if you're in, you do a lot of couples photography or whatnot, maybe you want to get some models. You know, you ever thought about that? Get some models and have them come in and stage them. That's how they look. 1, amazing. But 2, you keep on having content to post on a regular basis. These are just some easy ways to keep promoting yourself and to have constant content. So don't be afraid to get some free shoots, especially in that slow time. That's how, 1, you don't get rusty, because you never know how long someone's slow time may be. But most importantly, you keep having content and you keep having fresh images to promote yourself. Number 4, the gift of photography. It's okay to do some free shoots here and there. Sometimes we have opportunities or we have people that we love that might just need a photo shoot. Right now, if my dad called me or my mom called me like, hey Dean, I need some headshots or I need some X, Y, and Z, I ain't charging my mama, I'll be honest with y'all. Or if my wife needs something, she's a nurse, so every so often she needs to update her nurse headshot. That's clearly something I'm just gonna do. So sometimes we give the gift of photography. If you work with any nonprofits, if you're part of any activism or anything like that, it's just great sometimes to just shoot for the sake of shooting. Don't always expect something back, but you know, the gift of photography can be something that warms people's heart because it'll last forever. That's an image that people keep. So if you have a chance to capture some really important family moments, if you have an opportunity to just do something special with your skill, just go ahead and give it away, because you know, it's the gift that keeps on giving. It's a picture. So number 5, the opportunity makes sense. And when I say sense, I'm talking about CENTS, all right? So when you're shooting, when you doing free shoots or whatnot, we have to be mindful of looking out for like actual opportunities and things that aren't opportunities. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all, 90% of promotion or exposure work is a waste of your time, right? But if the opportunity makes sense, because one, it may be you introducing yourself into a new field, right? So it could be, let's say for instance, you want to get into theater photography. You know, that is a thing, right? And if you want to get into theater photography, you might go to your local theater and take pictures. Or you want to get the concert photography. That's what's really what I was going for. And you do like a free concert or a church concert or a community service concert or something like that in order to start building that portfolio. Because once you have those pictures, you can start advertising it in the other ways. For me, because I've worked in a lot of editorial spaces, I did a lot of free editorial work, and what those editorial jobs got me were times where I got published in like CNN or in New York Times or the ACLU, those things like that ended up getting me money on the long term. So you want to be really mindful of looking for opportunities that make sense. Just imagine if your favorite artist, for whatever reason, you saw them and you was like, hey, let me do a free photo shoot, and for whatever reason they said yes. If that artist posts those pictures, you should just think about how much further you'll go in your photography and how much just even more bookings that you'll get. So really be looking at photography opportunities that could really increase the money, the flow that you're getting, but really be mindful about that. All right, so those 5 reasons that you should be doing free photo shoots. But I told you I'm gonna leave you with one reason why you shouldn't. You are getting nothing out of it. Now, when we're doing these free shoots, when we're doing anything for like family, anything like that, be mindful that you're getting something out of it. Now, right now, the point in my photography, my family knows I'm not doing very many free shoots outside of my immediate family. Such and such and such and such and such can't call me and say, hey Dan, I really need you to come out and do a photo shoot for me. Can you come out for free? Or can you give me a such and such rate? Like, that's not happening right now, just in the place that I'm in. I'll refer you to one of my little cousins that I taught photography to. I'll refer you to somebody else who does photography, but in the place that I'm in, it has to be a gain for me to take out my camera. It's just a waste of time. Like, honestly, I'd rather spend more time with my family, spend more time with my wife, those things, than to just go out and go shoot for the sake of shooting. And one thing I really learned, when you just go shoot for the sake, because people ask you for things that you don't gain anything from, you take some of your worst pictures ever, because I just don't care. It's just, be honest with y'all, if I'm taking photos that I don't think I'm getting paid properly for, that I'm not doing it for the love of it, and I'm not getting anything out of it, ooh, those pictures be horrible. I'll be like, click, yep, let's go ahead and move to the next pose. And I know my attitude shows it, especially for photography being something that I care about and love so much. That's not a place mentally that I ever want to go when I'm doing a photo shoot. It even comes down to even paying clients. Sometimes just because there's a check does not mean the check is worth it. There's been times where I've been asked, or people have tried to book me for shoots, and what they were asking for was just a little bit out of my comfort zone, or just something that they were trying to get the most for the minimal amount, and that's not my client at this point. So just be really mindful. If you're not getting anything out this shoot, don't just say no. Just be honest with you. Save your mental health, save your peace, and just say no. But that's this whole video, y'all. I hope you very much enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't yet. This is Dean Charles Anthony II. I hope you're having a great day, and we're out. Oh, I did want to know, sorry, before I go any further. In March, I talked to you earlier about how I'm moving to some branding. So we're going to have a lot of behind the scenes about how to start a business. So this is going to be a really exciting time. I've been doing a lot of behind the scenes of that branding work. That's how you can walk with me. So if you're starting a photography business, if you're starting a any type of business where you're using a camera, this will be a great like step-by-step, and we're going to be doing a lot of beginner teaching. Can't talk, got my braces tight. It happens. But I really appreciate y'all. Hope you're doing having a great day. Like and subscribe, and I'm out. Y'all have a great day.